Welcome to Bridging the Gap podcast. This is JR alongside Scum. This is a current affairs issue. On the previous podcast, the previous episode, you ended it by saying the president had alluded to when the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate statement in my mind, yet unfortunate probably in a way probably too pretty, based on the fact that there are other comments, a number of comments that would have been along that line towards a particular race or towards a particular group.
Well, I'm going to go back to a little speech that was given by former President John F. Kennedy, who said, "For those who make peaceful revolution impossible, the violent revolution is inevitable." Now, I don't have no problem with the looting and the rioting, because I think say for too long we have been lamb to the slaughter and we have been doing exactly what has been asked of us. You know, we've been obeying the call, police pull you over, make sure you have your license ready, make sure you're yes sir, no sir kind of situation, but we still find ourselves getting killed. When we look at George Floyd, he was doing everything that was correct, but yet still 3 cops pinned him down with one of them having his knee in his neck for over 8 minutes,
Jerry,
even after.
Saying that no, because it is not your business that is being looted. What's the benefit of getting? What's the benefit of getting your shop looted? What's the benefit of looting someone's shop?
And you know something? To those persons who have had their business looted, we're sorry. And I'm personally sorry. I cannot imagine how you feel, but imagine how George Floyd family feel. Imagine those black men in Minnesota who have to go through this every single day.
Listen, we can't throw education, we can't throw intelligence, we can't throw common sense through the door just on the basis of how we feel. Understand this. There's a video also that shows that one of the areas, actually as it relates to looting, was actually started by a white cop. He was dressed in all black. It was only for the respirator that he was wearing at the time that actually showed a part of his face as being white, and some persons would have catch on and say, "Are you a cop?" But this man was going about smashing the glasses of businesses, and he was actually using an umbrella as a means of covering his identity. However, can we say that looting is something good? I don't think so.
It's not that I'm saying it is something good. I am saying that for too long we have played the role of, hey, I'm going to do this thing the right and proper way. I am going to do this thing how I'm supposed to do it. But in the end, what happened? We still end up dying. So what more are we supposed to do?
We're not doing this thing the right and proper way. This is not the first looting. This is not the first riot. This is not the first revolt.
But this is the first one. This is the first one, though. This is the first one that has gone worldwide, where we are now seeing people, not just in Minnesota, not just in the United States, but people in Canada, people in England, who are saying, hey, enough is enough, I feel your pain. So while I'm not saying that the rioting is something that is okay, and the looting and the burning of businesses is something that is okay, I'm saying to them that, yo, we've had enough of our black brothers being killed at the hand of police officers, of other people, and nothing has come out of it. So maybe until you are able to feel the pain that we are feeling, and the pressure that we feel, and the kind of struggle with our backs against the wall, where we feel hopeless every day, until you understand the feeling there, maybe you will kind of say, yeah, hear me? Alright, make we ease off a little now. Make we ease off the pressure.
I'm your brother. I'm a black man. I have black sisters, black mother, black father, black children. JR, I feel the pain. Currently, as we speak, there are more black lives being lost within this riot, within this looting. Yes, it is somewhat guided by the words of the president in relation to the looting start, the shooting starts. But how many more lives are we going to lose in our fight for freedom? Listen what I'm trying to say. we have to go about this the right way, and the right way does not mean that we are just going to put our hands behind our head and then the police just come and kick us. No, we are going to fight this the right way within the courts. We are going to put ourselves in a position. It is high time we realize that by looking at the police force and looking at what is going on and just saying, hey, these persons are trying to kill us, it is not changing it. We can't change it from outside. We have to educate ourselves. We have to put ourselves in a position to be trained and become police officers to effectively change the system from within.
I don't see why the onus should be on us to change when we are not the one doing anything.
Then if good men sit by and do nothing, how can you expect change?
That is why we're doing something, sir. We are going onto the street and we're saying to them, hey, I don't think that we're going out there to target black business or
no, we're targeting Target. Target is being targeted.
Target, so
is it because the name is Target?
Target is well, you can't have a business name Target and don't expect a bullseye and don't expect it to be hit in the bullseye.
So because a business go by the name Bridge, then it must have a bridge?
No.
What are you saying?
No, but I'm saying to you that enough is enough, and I understand those people's frustration.
Enough is enough don't mean more killing. It doesn't mean more crime. Looting is a crime.
It is a crime, but I can sympathize and understand those people's frustration. So I'm not. It is not my job to condemn people for reacting based on something that have been 400 years, brother. 400 years. And we still, from 1962, right, when President Kennedy said that those of us who impede peaceful revolution, the violent one is inevitable, and we have been doing our utmost best. Everywhere you go, it ends up that people try to find fault with the black man. You're the reason why this is happening. You're the reason you didn't do this well. Why didn't you do that? You should have done that. Why this didn't happen? If you had done that, this. Aubrey was running in the street, went out of his way to avoid somebody who ended up shooting him, killing him. And you know what was reported? All that was being focused on is the fact that he went to a work site, that he was looking for something to steal, even though him alone got there. Countless people went there, but he was hunted down and shot and killed, right? We say a couple years ago, I don't remember what the lady name from Texas was pulled over because she failed to signal that she changed in lane, ending up dying, and it was said, well, she never listened to the police. This man was pulled out of his car, complied, handcuffed, all of that, still found himself on the ground with a knee in his neck even after him passed out. What more are we supposed to do? What next?
We don't disagree on the loss of life and the importance of life, whether you're black, whether you're white, Chinese, Indian, you name it. We agree on that totally. What I am saying, and I'm sure that you will agree, is that we are losing more lives. We are putting ourselves at risk. We are here right now. We pay taxes. It is the same tax money. When you go out there and you damage infrastructure, that is going to have to be replaced by your same tax dollars. You're actually breaking down your own community, breaking down your own society.
I hear you. I may understand what you say, but like Malcolm X, we're going in our palm. We have to carry the fight to them on the field. You can't continue playing nice to some bad guys. Or what that do for you?
It's not about playing nice. Again, if we have been doing the right things over and over, we wouldn't only have one black president. This is where we need to go. We need to educate ourselves, put ourselves in the positions of making the decision. We need to put ourselves in the position where we can effectively change the culture within the police force, change the culture within these communities that simply look at you because of your skin color and think that you should die.
And you know something that is true, but that is long term. We need something right now to make people understand, say, yo, we're tired, we're serious, and enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're tired. We don't want no more killing, and whatever it takes for you to realize that we don't want no more. And that we are gonna do. So if some looting and some rioting I forgot go on for people wake up, and that I forgot go on. We not kind of agree on the same thing, especially when it comes to this, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree. You know, I mean, I have no problem here where I say. I appreciate your approach. I just think say right now we need something done right now. And the only way these people are going to get our attention is if we start to do the stuff that will make them say, you're afraid of us, that's why you're killing us. So now we're going to give you something to be afraid of us. We're going to burn down your store. We're going to burn down the city, and then you deal with it.
Burning down the store is only causing a equivalent reaction, because these persons now are going to blacklist even more of us.
Well, an eye for an eye, you know, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
That is more loss of life, and that if that is what we want to prevent, we have to really take the high road.
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Once again, this is Bridging the Gap podcast along JR and Scum. Thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, send us comments, tell us how you feel. Send questions, your concerns, your compliments, whatever it is. We're welcome to it, and let's keep talking. Alright?
Yes, and definitely want to also big up our sponsors. Bridge, you know, the Bridge apparel. We need to, you know, promote the fact that this is not only an apparel but also a brand that is evolving. We see socks, we see glasses, you know, and you know, I'm very much glad to be, you know, on this platform. So we definitely want to bring up the Bridge Studios and the Bridge Nation, you know.